my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's do it. Set 30 base. Hey! Check, check. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Deep grip, deep grip.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Ready, ready.
Carter now looking to throw on second down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Ready, ready. 15 line. 15 line. Double time. Hit it.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Check four, check four. Go, go. Get it.
Back to throw is Carter. To throw on second down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
On the ready.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
You got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here. Let's go. Check 37. Check 37.
On first down, McGee. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
80 weapons. Hey, box truck, box truck.
Safety's creeping. Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm coming.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. That's complete to John Ross. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
61, matchbox right.
They'll run on 1st down. McGee, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hey, Delta.
On 2nd and 7, Jones into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Go.
Throwing, Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. On 3rd down, McGee. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here we go on 4th down. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Come on, set. 30 base.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. 18 Gator.
You can't hit. He's not going to get me. 55.
On 3rd down, Jones. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Down. 15 lining. 15 line.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
On the double.
55. Come to my work.
X3. 218. Chop.
Shit. Watch the shit.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the gun on 3rd down, Carter. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Yep.
Mike.
Ready?
Now Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
50, plant.
Open man is Robbie Anderson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Jones operating from the gun. Letting one go. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. John Ross, touchdown number 15 of the year, as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
152 fighter.
To throw on second down. Carter. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Ready. 30 base.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't begin to tear you up.
Now Carter throwing on 3rd and long. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
Down.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jones. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
15 line. 15 line.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
General West.
Shit.
Speed grip.
Off the play fake. Jones. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down.
We go. 18 Gator.
Coming to you.
Shit.
Protein spill. Ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Ready, set. Greystone travel.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
218, chopper. Go.
Motion. Reset. Mike.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Ross, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Jones now still just the one incompletion, 16 of 17. It's first down.
Look at me, zipper! Bravo! Now!
Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Jones now. Off the play fake. Over the middle, complete. That's Bush. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one.
Here we go. 90, Wolf.
Check three.
Topper.
Check three.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
You're not ready. Check.
Hey, Echo.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Jones. Off play action. Throw left side complete. It's Bush. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He may try and run for this. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Who draw Corkers?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
152 fighter.
Check the backer.
2nd and 5. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as the Bears push further out in front.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Down.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it. And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half. See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
22 jet bomber. Hey, jet. Get it.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think? And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On second down now, McGee. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Shirley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big. Now Jones from the gun on third down. Got a man open. It's Ross. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal. It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. On first down, McGee trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now. It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace. Throwing on second down, Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it third down and 10.
Set 50, plant.
Watch the curve.
Watch 61, match box, deep grip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Go. Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Johnson. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, 81 yards. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
But they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down 6 at the 26-yard line. 6-6, pull it high. Hey, Zoo, on the ball. Zoo.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
30 base. 22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Hey, exit.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Lions will take over. By the way, third quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. And it looks like the Bengals starting to pull away in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go to Johnson again. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Right there. Oh, still, baby. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Lions on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7.
Protein spill.
Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
I don't think you got it, son. 5.
Looking to throw. Carter. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 22.
Jump. Go. Hey, Charlie.
Hey, check. Mike.
Yes.
Check pass.
Hey. Let's go.
Carter on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better. So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7.
Ready?
Here's Carter. From the gun, he'll throw. Going to throw deep, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
In your face.
X3, 218, chop it.
Check hot route. Hot.
Hit it.
Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
I got you, boy.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
On down.
And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Just like that.
Carter now, operating from the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up. Shot right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
55.
80 weapon.
36, 36.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. McGee. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Get down 61. Matchbox right. Crouch.
They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the run, watch the run.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded inside the 5. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for the Lions. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Get it.
From the gun, Hoffman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. On 4th down, Hoffman. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
6-6, pull it high.
On 1st down, McGee. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
The wide receiver
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
On third down, Jones. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Hey, Alpha.
Mark 55, Mark 55. Not here.
Hey, check right. Watch 55.
Jones now throwing on fourth down. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will take over. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Check 50, check 50. Ready.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Bears, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Lions, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.